All right, fellow patriots, I'm calling out somebody. I believe she knows who she is. Okay, first of all, girl, you may have known my sister in law for years, but you sure as fuck don't know the rest of us. And especially not on that level. And let me just start by saying you got fired for your misconduct. You don't go to work to hook up with men, okay? I don't know what it is that you think you got going on, your hustle, your game, your vibe, whatever it is that you posting all over social media. But girl, let me fucking break it down for you, all right? You got fired for being out of line and for being disrespectful. You know very well what you did. I don't gotta go verbatim, detail by detail. All right? I don't. Because you are old enough to know better. You clearly were not professional. You clearly knew what you were doing by posting it all over social media, which, by the way, one of your bosses, actually two, I think, have Instagram and were most likely watching your stuff. So, most likely, that may have had a factor as to why you got laid off. Okay? You see, you may be good friends, really good friends, with my sister in law. But let me break it down for you. All right? She may not have the heart to turn you the fuck away. But let me tell you one more time. I better not catch you leaving your kids with her again. Ever. Because if I do, I will expose you to the fullest extent for who and what you really are. You need to stop going out, going to the strip, going downtown, going doing the shit that you be doing, and start taking care of them kids. It is not my sister-in-law's job to parent your children. Straight the fuck up. And while you two might be close, she may not have the heart to be cruel, but I fucking do. All right? And you got a man at home and you got children, you have got to stop being all over the place. And at the end of the day, your kids are the ones feeling it. So this hustle, this game, this thing you think you're running, it's all up in your fucking head, in other words. Because nobody in the real world is taking you seriously. All right? And let me tell you one fucking thing and be so solid that you ain't even gonna know what the fuck happened. Okay? First of all, I know that either you or somebody you know has been doing witchcraft over our marriage, over our kids, and our finances. The best part is, witchcraft is a two-way road. Both people have to believe in it for it to work. We don't. We are faith driven people. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Let me repeat that. No weapon formed against me will prosper. It means it doesn't matter what sorcery you do. It doesn't matter if it's voodoo, witchcraft, Wicca, whatever the heck you are doing. Tarot card reading. No weapon formed against me will prosper. That means over my marriage. That means over my finances. That means over my kids. That means just over our life in general. But let me tell you something. I'm not going to call you by your name right now out of temporary respect for you. But believe me, if I see you leaving your kids with my sister-in-law one more time, if I catch you trying, if I can even minutely pick up on you, whether it be you or somebody else doing witchcraft that you go out of your way to hire to try to mess up my marriage, our lives, or our children's well-being, girl, trust and believe, I will expose you for who and what you really are. Okay? Because while y'all think you are tough, there is always somebody who is tougher. See, and I don't walk around without my weapons. I'm always 24/7 armed. So don't try to stretch your fake hustle with me. Don't try to stretch your fake game. Don't try none of that. All right? Because I guarantee you, right fucking now, the very next time, if I catch you that you leave your kids with my sister-in-law one more fucking time, if I can sense or even minutely pick up that you or somebody that you hired to do witchcraft over my marriage, my children, our finances, our health, etc., if I catch it, I will expose the shit out of you for who and what you really are. You getting fired has nothing to do with her. It don't got nothing to do with my husband or me or anything to do with our children. You got yourself caught up into a brawl for being unprofessional in the place of employment. And that's a fact. And let me tell you, it ain't no flex to be having 5 men at once. Okay? You ought to be investing all that energy into working out things with the father of your children. Period. Not hooking up with other men. Not going out into these nightclubs. Not going out drinking. Not going out getting high. None of it. You got 3 little children who are counting on you to hold shit down for them. And leaving them all over the place with different people ain't gonna cut it. Now listen, leaving your children with your mom once or twice a week, or maybe even a month, that's fine. But when you're doing it out of habit to be irresponsible, that's something else. And let me tell you, I better not catch you ever again leaving any of your children at my sister-in-law's house. And I mean ever. I don't care how many years you two think you believe you know each other. Because there ain't no amount of time that's gonna go by to make it to where you two can know each other that well. And besides that, I know what your real intentions are. Quit trying to get my sister-in-law into trouble. Quit trying to turn her into you. She may be young and somewhat reckless, but she ain't stupid. She's knowledgeable and she's smart. Believe that 100. Let me make one thing clear to you. If I sense that you try to do witchcraft again, if I even see your car, or if I see that you leave your children there one more time, you will not like what happens next. And just so you know, I walk around with my weapons. I'm an activist, so I have to walk around with them. And where you think you might be tough, or where she may believe that she's tough, there's always somebody who's tougher, who has been through different phases of life long before you did. So let me make this very fucking clear to you. I'm not going to say your name out of temporary respect for you. But if I see that you try to leave your kids there one more fucking time, if I sense that you do witchcraft or you hire somebody else to try to do it over my marriage or over my family one more fucking time, you will not like what happens next. I will expose you for who and what you really are. I'm an activist. I have connections. So probably not the best idea to fuck around with me, don't you think? Now let me make one thing clear. She has a good heart. She doesn't believe in turning people who need help away. But let me motherfucking make one thing clear. She's kind and loving, but I can be mean and cruel as fuck. So what side you choose to see of me depends on you. And the fact that you doing witchcraft over my marriage and trying to mess up the lives of our children, bitch, you already on cold. Believe that. You ain't got no hustle. You ain't got no motherfucking game. You might as well go back to high school if that's the way you're going to be acting. And this time, learn how to really behave. Because there ain't no motherfucking flex in being a mother with a man at home and hooking up with 5 other men. That is not a flex. And priding yourself being all over the place, it ain't a flex either, honey. Keeping one man happy and your children happy while providing, that's the only flex there will ever be. The only game and the only hustle. Period. And let me make one thing clear. If I sense that you try to fuck around with my marriage one more time, doing tarot cards, voodoo, witchcraft, whatever the fuck it is that you or this other person that you're hiring is doing, and if I see that you do that again, that you leave your kids with my sister-in-law, taking advantage of her heart and her kindness, girl, so help me God, I will expose you to the fullest fucking extent. And just so you know, I know people who are hackers, which means getting into your technology won't be hard at all, which means finding out the real truth will not be hard at all. So I think it's time that you start investing in your children and your home instead of being all over the damn place. Because there ain't no flex getting high. There ain't no fucking flex being drunk constantly. And it sure is fucking a flex to be leaving your children all over the place, except with you. You are the mother. It is your job to make sure they are well taken care of. And clearly, if you are leaving them like that, wow, words just can't even express it. But let me tell you something right now. If I see that your kids are at her house one more time, if I sense that you try to do witchcraft again over my marriage or over my family, I will teach you a lesson of what messing with a real motherfucking woman looks like. And trust me, I can be downright cold, disattached, and heartless and cruel. So what side you want to see and be on depends on how you act. And let me give you a reality check, honey. You got fired for your misconduct. You got fired because you were not being professional the way you should have been. And just in case you were never told, you don't go to a job to hook up with men. You go to a job to work. You got that? You see, and here's the thing that you failed to understand, honey. Voodoo, sorcery, witchcraft, it is a two-way party affiliation, meaning both people have to believe in it to make it work. Which I don't. I believe in God. I believe in Christ. And no weapon formed against me, my husband, or our marriage, or our children, or our finances will not prosper. Let me say that one more time. No weapon formed against my marriage, my finances, health, or children will not prosper. Because no plan that is evil intended will ever prosper. It doesn't matter what demons you're using. It's been made very obvious at this point. So if I sense it again, if I see that you're irresponsible and you leave your children again with my sister-in-law because she's so nice and so kind that she doesn't believe in turning people away when they need the help, I will expose you. And by the time I get through, you're going to lose everything that you think you had. And especially when I learn the truth. Roger that. Bye.